Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to episode 188. Barry here with you today with Rhoda. And we have a very important topic to bring up, and that is making appointments again. Okay, and this is an example of what happened in my chair today and being ready for the appointment. Here's my outsider for her opening sequence on this. Good afternoon to you. Welcome.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to this channel. Thank you once again. So we'll be talking about how to make appointments and sticking to it and getting a result back. Barry would start off and I'll add more to it.
Okay, making appointments the right way. Okay, don't just ring up and say, can you pick up my wheelchair? Because that's not the way to do it. Here's my outsider to open the show with that.
Yeah, you can just call. You have to know what you are talking about. You have to have an idea, the reason behind what you are talking about. We have two instances. One was for last week when Barry had to get his store organized and fixed. We had to do a phone call here and there to get that organized, and same as his wheelchair. So Barry would be the right person to guide you and explain what happened and the process behind it.
Okay, don't assume that the guy's going to come out and fix whatever it is that is broken, because it doesn't work that way. Here's my outsider.
That's correct. It doesn't work that way. Don't assume, have that assumption that they will just turn up and fix whatever issue you do have. No.
So don't be rude to people on the phone, like we said earlier. I'm sorry that we had to delete the two videos earlier on, because two videos is just too much, so we'll just do one. So this sheet here represents what happened to the wheelchair. There it is. Here's my outside.
That's correct. That's the evidence that Barry has just showed you guys. Um, our process was a bit smooth, though Barry had to wait for a while, but it is what it is. That is how the process works. You need to organize an appointment first. Don't assume that the person will just turn up and get whatever situation fixed for you. It doesn't work that way.
And like we've said just now on the show, don't be aggressive on the phone and go, damn you, here's my outside.
That's correct. Don't go aggressive on the phone and try and be polite, which we talked about in the other episode. So please follow the process of booking an appointment. If you do have any issues, explain and have clear conversations with them. And be polite, be nice, and write the appointment date and time when they communicate that to you, and be ready for them to come.
It's like when the paramedics come, guys. Okay? Be ready for them in case they need to put you on the stretcher. Here's my outsider.
That's correct. We've had amazing different examples or experiences, as I would say, regarding getting the paramedics, his dog today, his wheelchair, so many different scenarios that we can explain to you. But you know what? To put this in a nutshell, it means that you need to organize yourself for an appointment. Get ready. In terms of the paramedics, we had Barry's documents ready before they even got here.
Okay, so like we explained on the show last week, okay, be ready for whoever is about to come in, okay, whether it's the paramedics, he's my outsider.
That's correct. Whether it's the paramedics, whether it's like a personal laborer, whether it's anything, it could be anything, any sort of appointment that you do have, please be ready. Clear up the space if possible for them to have access to whatever they need, and be ready and be positive.
And don't muck around with the paramedics, because they have a lot of other triple one calls to attend to. Okay, be precise when people come to see you. Is my outsider.
That's correct. Be precise, as Barry said. I agree with him. I cannot agree more. And have clear conversations as well, and go straight to the point. Don't muck around. No messing around at all.
Don't change the subject. Tell people what the appointment is about. Okay, and why you're making the appointment, especially with the doctors. Excuse me, we have also said this a number of times on the episodes. Here's my outsider.
That's correct. We said that in different episodes. You could go back and listen to the other episodes that Barry do have on his page. You will know that we've spoken about appointments with doctors. This is not new. Barry is all about positivity and coming out to be the best you can. So it's just doing the right thing, the right time, in the right way.
So don't just rock up to the doctors without an appointment, guys. Don't go real and present yourself, and don't and just go in the doctor's surgery to watch television. Here's my outsider.
Oh yeah. Don't the hospital, let's say the doctors or the hospital, as Barry would always say, it's not a hotel room. It's for sick people, and they have reasons why they are sick, and they have reasons why they are there.
So please write down those points for other clients you may be looking after, guys, because it is wrong just to go to the doctors just to watch television unless you are waiting to see a doctor, guys, because doctors are not counselors. Here's my outsider.
That's correct. Doctors are not counselors. You are there to see them for medical reasons. So you could only have medical reasons conversations with them. Barry always gives the lifeline number. There are so many other places that you can call to speak to someone if you want someone to listen to you. The doctors are just there for your medical purposes. Any information regarding you and your health is what you should discuss with your doctor. Nothing more, nothing less.
So please don't fool around with the doctors, guys. The same with the paramedics and the same with GTK or the mechanics. Only go there for specific purposes. Here's my outsider.
That's correct. Only go there for specific purposes. That's the reason you are going there, not to muck around or have like personal conversations. That is not appropriate. You have to be professional.
And also, write down what you're going to discuss on the phone too before you make the call. Here's my outsider.
That's correct. Write down what you want to discuss with them. It makes it so much easier, trust me. Or else you may forget one or two things, and then when you get back, you'll be like, oh God, I forgot A, B, and C. So please write it down so it will be so easier for you to remember.
So we hope this video will give you an insight on what Rhoda and I have talked about today, because it is important, so don't talk rubbish, please. Only go to doctors and the hospitals and only book wheelchair repair people like this. I'll just show you that again. Okay, there it is there. Here's my offside.
That's correct. Barry has showed that to you. We cannot re-emphasize that. Only go to the doctors if you have medical problems. Only call appropriate people for appropriate situations to make your job easier, their job easier, and go straight to the point, no marking around. So
we hope that this information that Rhoda and I have shared with you today is really important. Okay, because if you've got a client from another service, guys, perhaps you'd like to chat with them about making appointments the right way and how to deal with it. Don't go the wrong way about it. Here's my offside.
That's correct. Don't go the wrong way about it. Do the right thing at the right time, as I said before. And I would also conclude by saying the hospital is not a hotel, as Barry always said.
And we repeat, the hospitals are not a hotel, they're for sick people. Okay, don't argue with people and don't be aggressive because you will be asked to leave. Here's my offside. That's correct.
It's not definitely a hotel, so please be mindful.
So we hope that you've enjoyed the program today on all of this. Now, here's my closing message. Thank you everyone for joining us today on episode 188. Before we do go today, make sure you are well rested before your holiday and make sure that you are packed and ready to go. And make sure you have your car serviced because if something goes wrong halfway to your destination, guys, and the tire goes pop and you haven't got the spare tire or enough water in the radiator and you blow a gasket, that's it. You could be miles from anywhere. You could be stuck at whoop whoop. Here's my offside.
That's correct, Barry. I cannot add more. It is totally on point. We don't want that to happen.
So, if you are traveling away during the school holidays, plan on where you're gonna go. Like my offside, I had done again. She's going to Melbourne and Adelaide, and she will be leaving on Friday morning here, 7 in the morning. So if you've got a long drive ahead of you, leave early to avoid getting stuck in the traffic. And this is where Ryder and I would like to conclude the show today by saying all this. Okay, make sure you're packed, well rested, and enjoy the trip. And Ryder, thank you for being on the show today. Have a great holiday. Here she is for her farewell now.
It's a mixed feelings because I've been always excited to come and meet the families and people that are watching Barry's YouTube video. I must say I've had a lovely time. I've enjoyed every bit of process behind the stage, and It has been an amazing journey. Yes, I'm going on a short holiday on a road trip, so I'm just gonna get myself ready tomorrow. So on Friday, I would head off. I just hope that everyone watching or listening today would also stay safe during this school holiday period. It is okay to take a trip, but please be mindful when driving, especially with autumn when the weather changes here and there. Please be mindful, prepare ahead. If you know you've got extra tires, put that in the car boot. Do your car servicing, and if possible, check your engines, check your batteries, check everything relating to the car so you just don't get any emergencies on the road, and drive within the appropriate speed limit. Thank you so much.
And book somewhere to stay on the way there and on the way back, because doing the trip in one hit, nah, that's how fatal crashes happen. So please enjoy the trip, guys. And Rhoda, I will see you back here in 5 weeks, and 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 I hope that you enjoy your trip. And that's the end of that episode 188, episode 189 coming up very shortly. So from us now, good afternoon, everybody. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and to tell a friend, And here's my upside up for her farewell now.
Thank you so much once again. Please subscribe, leave your comments down below. Tell a friend to tell a friend, and please share this video if you can. Until then, thank you very much. Have a good evening, and have a good school holidays as well. Thank you.
And I will be with another upsider next week. I don't know who will be, but I'm sure be here. So until then, Barry, Fear and Rhoda, wishing you a very good afternoon. And remember about the appointments, guys, do it the right way. And that's where we'd like to conclude the show today. But from us now, good afternoon. Take care of yourself. Good afternoon.